TrekCore.com says Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Oh, here it is down here. Star Trek Starfleet Academy season 1 wraps filming. This was a few days ago, as we
Hmm.
know. Here is a picture. Who is this? Zoe Steiner.
Yeah.
It looks like she has nickels on her belt. Is that nickels?
No, that's the
Instagram.
the flippy thing.
Oh, maybe it's Canadian. What coin is this?
No,
This is
it's
she's in
No,
Canada.
no, it's like it's the pictures on Instagram. It's like the where it shows you can like swing. See,
Oh, you're
see
right.
the arrows?
It's the Instagram.
I thought it was like a really cool looking belt.
It is a very cool looking belt.
That
That
would
looks
be
awesome. Kind of like
yeah.
belly dancery kind of,
Yeah.
Bummer.
I like that they get letter jackets.
I know.
Jealous.
Yes.
But that works.
Yeah.
It does work.
So Zoe says, beyond grateful to have had this huge experience alongside my Star Trek fam. It's easily been one of the most challenging and fulfilling things I've ever done on both a creative and personal level. Big love to the entire crew and production team for their insane commitment and hard work, creative collaboration, and consistent support throughout the process. 6+ months and lots of 12-hour days on set. I'm feeling very blessed and sleepy.
Yeah.
Snowy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should see Toronto now.
I was gonna say, man,
I don't
Toronto
wanna.
is no joke this time of year.
Yeah, it's extra bad this year.
Oh my
Is
God.
it?
They just got
Well,
they
if you
just
think
got
snow is bad,
they just got nailed. Whoa, what else is bad?
no, I'm saying, I don't know, is snow bad?
No.
It only if there's too much of it.
No.
Yeah.
When I worked on Defiance, they filmed in Toronto as well. And one year they took a while between season 2 and 3 to renew us. And so
Mhm.
by the time it was time to shoot, it was winter time. So they kind of had to start writing that into the stories, and
Oh
we
yeah.
get dailies back, and I'm like, oh, that just looks miserable. I don't
Hmm.
miss that at all.
Yeah. Everyone I know up there right now has been shoveling for like 2 days.
Well, shoveling is not fun, but
Mhm.
snow in general is fun.
Yeah,
There's
it
so much you
is.
can do with snow.
You're
Time to
right.
go sledding in.
You're right.
Sledding and fort building like Katie did. And
Mhm. See, it's not fair.
Whoa.
Here, it's just a sheet of ice. This whole city is just a sheet of ice right now.
yeah.
And there's a
Wow.
salt
that's-
shortage.
Oh no.
Like literally there's a salt
Yes.
shortage.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess, but you're talking about ice.
Exactly.
I'm talking
Snow is
about
different. Snow. Fluffy, lovely.
Snow is
Throw it in your
good
face.
and
Snow.
fun and-
Exactly.
Yes.
That's totally
Chomp,
different.
chomp, chomp around.
It's a winter wonderland.
What do you think about snow, Ryan?
I like it, but it's easy for me to say there's no such thing as too much snow because I don't live in it. I don't have to shovel it. I've never been to a point where I couldn't open my door.
That's
So
true.
I would love to say, no way, there's no such thing as too much snow. But I bet if I lived in it, I might think differently. But then I
Mhm.
was also thinking, like, what are things, and this is open to the live chat, what are things that there is no such thing as too much of? Like you could say too much.
Chocolate.
I see, Melissa, I could read you like a book, but too much chocolate could maybe make you throw up or maybe die. Some people die from
That's
drinking too
true.
much
Right.
water,
True.
This is
True.
true.
So I'm
Something
starting to
that
think like,
Too
whoa,
much love.
that's pretty
Like,
good. That's a good
Real
one.
love, not
Yeah.
not obsessive.
I'm looking
Yeah.
for oh no, it's new love.
Yeah.
Never
Right.
mind.
Too much. You can't have too much Star Trek.
Melissa begs to differ, I think.
Well, last night after Virtual Trek Con 6, I was I was like, I don't want to watch Star Trek for a whole I don't know. But then I
Amount of
woke up
time, an
this
entire amount
Mm,
of time.
a
right.
whole
For at
but
least an
but then
hour.
I woke up this morning. I'm like, okay, I'm good with Star Trek again because I
Yeah.
actually slept. I actually got
So
some
sleeping is
sleep.
important. Definitely.
Yes.
It definitely
Mm,
changes
Yeah.
that
mhm.
outlook.
Well, and it depends on the Star Trek as well, because there are certain Star Treks that I'm like, I don't
Like
want
which?
that Star Trek anymore.
I guess in
Um,
yeah, I guess in I'm just gonna like save you from answering that question, but I guess I just sort of thinking in Star Trek in terms of like it existing. You know what I mean? Not so much sitting in front of a TV and watching it nonstop,
right.
but just the fact that
Agreed.
you can't have too much existing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I know
maybe.
Rachel asked me last night, she goes, how do you guys talk about it so much?
You're like, you should see how much we think about it.
Hmm.
I know. I'm like, it's like that meme laying in bed. I bet he's thinking about,
Yeah.
and I'm over here
Yeah.
going, I wonder if the Enterprise D has.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, if you
Yeah.
think about like, there's how many? There's more than 900 hours now, aren't there?
Yeah.
Of just the
Mhm.
show.
In
Yeah.
life, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like,
Yeah.
there's that, and then there's
Uh-huh.
the
Oh,
films, and
wow.
then there's all the lore, and then
There's
there's all the like,
Right.
documentaries, books,
yeah,
comic books, fan
Yeah.
yeah,
films, games,
yeah,
video games,
yeah. And then
There's
there's
a
like all
lot to
the
swag,
explore
behind the scenes stuff,
podcasts,
because
ships.
actors.
it would be
Exactly.
really, I almost raised my hand. The thing, it would be really great if there was an actual Enterprise hotel like they were going to do in Las Vegas
Yeah,
many years
Yes.
ago.
yeah.
They were gonna do
Hello.
what?
One guy,
A
it came down to one
Enterprise
guy who said
hotel.
no.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
yeah. Have
was
you?
big and beautiful.
There were some grand designs, and it came down to one
Mhm.
person at Paramount who said, you know
Dude.
what? I don't want it. I think because he was worried that if it failed, it would be a eyesore that would remind people of the failure of Paramount for decades to come.
Can't
Hmm.
So
live your life in fear.
That's very
this is what
negative.
Wow.
this is
It's
what I'm
very
saying,
negative.
right? Think of
And
all the joy
has
that would
he
have brought.
and has he ever met Star Trek fans?
Oh my gosh,
Right?
yeah, right.
Apparently not.
I mean, look at to this day, right?
Hmm.
The experience closed what 2008. To this
Yes,
day,
2008,
I still miss it.
August.
If it
Me too.
I that it was amazing to have the convention there. And the in 2008 when I went, my dad and I got captain's packages, and they had an after party where you could go ride the experience rides as many times as you could go in
Oh,
that like 2 hours
Wow.
or whatever.
what?
Yeah.
That's
So they had
awesome.
food and everything for
Oh,
you,
Hmm.
and then you could go ride. At that time they had the Borg one going, so you
Hmm.
could choose either one.
oh.
Yeah.
I
I
wish I
just
could have
wish,
seen that.
I
Me
just
too.
wish I knew then what I know now. In some ways, like I started going to the Vegas convention in 2007. So and even before that I'd been to the experience and I loved it and it was cool and it was amazing. But I didn't really know how to experience STLV. I didn't stay at the
Mhm,
actual host hotel
Hmm.
because I
mhm.
was very
Yeah.
poor. So, and all of us were, so there were like five of us crammed in one shitty room with 15 cockroaches at the Sahara across the street. And we'd be like, well, convention's over. Time to go to the Sahara and try to find a food item that's not terrible. And then,
Oh
you
my
know, it was
God.
okay. And then we'd go there in the morning, and it was like, it was okay. And we'd go for a couple days because we couldn't afford all the days. Now I'm like, dude, sell your shoes if you have to, stay at the host hotel. So I never stayed at the Hilton.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That would have been so much better. But anyway, good. It was still fun memory. Slumming
Yeah.
it the days that you're slumming it and the days that you're struggling, you still look back at those days and that you kind of like, those were cool
Yeah.
days. Those
Yeah.
were still fun.
Yeah. It's such a lesson of life too.
Hmm.
If even if you have to scrape by to do something that you really want to do, it's some kind of adventure that you want to do it because you
Yeah.
don't know. Just do it because
Yeah.
That's right, Nike.
we're here for a finite amount of time.
It's true.
Very
Life
true.
is worth
It's
living.
true.
I think that's very important for people to remember is make those memories, get those
Mm-hmm.
experiences. Even
Hmm.
more than
Yeah.
getting that thing is making that memory, making that
Yeah.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because we always say, oh, I'll do it next year. I don't, I mean, taking away the fact that life is finite,
Hmm.
nothing's guaranteed. Suddenly
Right.
2020 hit,
Yeah.
Right.
and
Exactly.
Yeah.
the thing that we always thought was going to be there for us, oh, I'll go every year, no problem.
Hmm.
It didn't happen. It actually did not happen.
Yeah.
And 2021 almost did not happen. And you know, companies can go
Mm-hmm.
under
Hmm.
if they make no money for a year or two.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if,
Yeah.
what if Creation Entertainment went belly up? What if GalaxyCon went belly up? What if these things, suddenly these things that we love, not only do we miss it for a year,
Mm-hmm.
it may never come back. Or maybe, so there's a lot of things. And then there's a
Yeah.
strike. Then we couldn't talk, we
Right.
couldn't say Star Trek. You're not allowed to say the word Star
Right.
Trek, which was kind of
Mm-hmm.
weird, but that's beside the point. So nothing's guaranteed. Make that memory. Just go do it.
Which, by the way,
Warlock.
is what makes virtual TrekCon so all the more important because
Yeah.
Yeah.
necessity is
Exactly.
the mother of invention. And
Exactly.
yeah, it's great.
That's a
Thank
great
you.
segue, and I only feel bad that it's not time for that segue yet. But that was a perfect segue, Melissa. So that means we got a blitzkrieg. I looked, I'm like, there's more to this article that we haven't finished yet. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
so Bella Shepherd says, wow, oh wow, season 1 of Starfleet Academy is wrapped. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Star. Is Universe following her? Let me check. Let me check her
Hmm.
followers. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, at Stars, for this insane journey and all of the people I shared this with. Man, those jackets are so cool.
Yeah.
They
Those
really
Yeah.
jackets
are.
are awesome.
And if I may say,
Dear
it actually looks
CBS
great on
marketing.
her. Like
It
with the
Yeah.
flowing
does.
hair
Yeah.
over it.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
what
Well,
the
and then
hell?
her smile is incredible in that second photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's awesome.
So good.
Hmm.
George Hawkins
Oh.
also. Cyclops. Wait, what?
I
I'm
know,
not
what
sure
the
what's
heck?
going on here. I don't know.
What is he holding?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Gorn
I don't want to
Dong.
know.
Oh,
No,
look, liked
nope.
by Jonathan Frakes. How cool is
Yeah.
that?
See?
Oh, that's so
Okay.
cool.
Breaks.
I will give a spoiler that Frakes is definitely directing. Thanks for watching that clip. You can find us on the main viewer live every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about all of the week's Star Trek news.